present about Bajau's attire, especially for men. So the first one is Badu and Suar. For Badu, Badu is a brightly colored satiny blues, usually green, with flared sleeves showing cuffs of underblues in contrasting hue. The flared sleeves are 2 inches longer than the outstretched hands and arms, used for weddings, and there are Betawi buttons in front of and sometimes also on the sleeves. For Suar, Suar is a trousers made of the similar material and also with the contrast color and red trimming. Usually for wedding is black color. And the second one is Ingkot Pangkat. Ingkot Pangkat is a silver coin belt with a white buckle with an attachment called suku, which is a round silver Bajau cigarette case. And next is Selendang. Selendang is a sash tied around the waist. And the last one is Tanjak. Tanjak is a headdress of folded kain daster and usually used for weddings.
So now I will talking about attire for women. The first one is Batu Sipak. Bright color, staining blue, usually yellow. The flat sleeve show the cuff of the underblues in the contrast color. So the frail sleeve are 2 inches longer than the hand and the arm, and usually used for wedding. So the second one is Badu Sampit. It's also bright color, long sleeve, using satiny blues, usually for the formal event. The third one is Olos Blanket. It's a full-length black wrap skirt with a white vertical panel of the blanket in front. The motif is the cotton flower, or is called bunga kapas, and bamboo shoot, or call it puncak rebung. The exclusive wedding garment has become very rare nowadays. So the last one is selendang. The selendang is the scarf over the shoulder. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tiffany, and today I'm going to present about accessories of Bajau attire. The first one is mandapun. Mandapun is flat cloth covered with collar ornament for accentuating the neckline, and then the color is sometimes silver or gold. The second one we have subang. Subang is gold or silver ear pendants. And then the third one we have sarampak. Sarampak is head decoration in the shape of sheep, and then made of gilded silver or modern substitute. Next slide. Okay. The fourth one is the small ornament dangling down both the end of the sarampak. It is called garigai. Garigai is fit around the hairband on top of the head, 3 fingers away from the hairline. And then we have here, last one is keku. Keku is long tapered gold, silver or brass finger covers worn by the bride. Thank you.
So today I'm going to introduce you guys about the Bajau belief system, which I focus on spiritual and other strongholds. The fear of sickness, drought, and other things which is beyond one personal control. People of Bajau seek their answer in the ritual in Islamic form, such as recitation of the Al-Quran, which always cause of Bajau associated with the power of our protection. It is believed that the more Islamic religion is taught and practiced, the less force of people will be molested to the people. This belief could be viewed as the strongest stronghold on the people. The depart of Islam, which would mean to invite evil influence back into the village. Another stronghold is the reliance on doing good works. Usually, it associated with Islamic religion for gaining favor with God. These good works include performance of sedekah or alms as a way for easing one passage to another world, or to help a deceased family member to get there. They also include religious obligations such as practice of fasting during the month of Ramadan, and the performance of their daily prayer and prayers associated with special days or events in the Islamic calendar. Another stronghold is that in the mind of West Coast Bajau, to Bajau is to be Muslim. If a Bajau convert their religion into Christianity, very likely she or he will no longer be considered as Bajau ethnic. To convert the loss of identity, not only that, the West Coast Bajau culture is significant in emphasis, particularly in their villages, on communal activities. And these activities often involve rituals connected to Islamic religion. So for a person to convert to Christianity, he or she will probably pay a very high social cost in terms of exclusion from many of the villages rituals which is important part of Bajau life.
There is one folklore that the story tells of a very large man named Bajau himself. His people used to follow him into the river because whenever he went there, the river was so overflowed with his own body mass that they could easily collect the dead fishes. They eventually came to call on his service just to help harvest fish. Other tribes in the area soon learned of his reputations and being envious with that advantage and plot to kill him. But unfortunately, their efforts came to no avail and he survived the poisoned arrows they fired at him. His epitaph today is a stone which he carried to his own burial place, a stone that no other man could lift. Some Bajau and other local indigenous peoples still fear his stone and his reputation still now. The next slide. Bajau people believe with spirits are mostly known as Mboh. Traditionally, Mboh referred more specifically to ancestral spirits. This includes Mboh Bayu, the spirits of winds and storms, Mboh Pai or Mboh Gandum, the spirits of the first rice harvest. They also include totemic spirits of various animals and plants, including Mboh Sumut is the totem of ants, and Mboh Kamun, the totem of mantis shrimp. The constructions and launch of sailing vessels are also ritualized, and the vessels are believed to have a spirit known as Manga. The Mboh are believed to influence fishing activities, rewarding the Sama Bajau by granting good luck favors known as Padaleang, and occasionally punishing by causing serious incidents called as Busong. Next slide. There is another important religious event among the Sama Bajau, which is the annual feast known as Pagumbo or Magpaay Bahau. It's an offering of thanks to Mboh Tuhan. In this ceremony, newly harvested rice, known as the Paay Bahau, are dehused while Islamic prayers are recited. They are dried, the process known as Magpantanak, and are then laid out in small conical piles symbolic of mountains on the living room floor. The whole process is known as the sleeping of rice. After 2 or 3 nights, 2/3 are set aside for making panyalam, it's the sweet rice meals, while 1/3 is set aside for making durul, it's sweet rice cakes. Additional prayers known as zikir, which includes calling the names of ancestors out loud, are offered to the Mboh after the rice meals have been prepared. Pakumbo is a solemn and formal affair. Another annual religious ceremony is among the boat dwelling Sama di Laut named as Pangkan Duli. It's literally known as the festive gathering. So it involves ritual dancings to Mboh Tuhan, Dayang-dayang Mamilai, an ancestral ghost called Bangsa. The ritual is first celebrated under a sacred Duncan tree symbolizing the male spirit Tuhan, and afterwards in the center of a grove of kamatulang trees is a pandan trees that symbolizing the female spirit of dayang-dayang Magilay.
The trance dancing is called Mangigal and involve female and male and Igal Jin, called the Jin Denda and Jin Lela respectively. The Jin Denda perform at first dance known as Igal Limbayan under the Duncan tree with the elders leading. They are performed with intricate movement of the hands, usually also with metal fingernail extension called suling keng keng. If the dance and music are pleasing, the bangsa are believed to take actual possession of the dancer, whereupon the wali jin will assist in releasing them at the end of the dance, temporarily serving as host for the bangsa while dancing to the music is regarded as a gift by the living Samadilao to their ancestor. After the Igal Libayan, the wali jin will invite the audience to participate, to celebrate, and to give their thanks. The last dance is the Igal Lelang, with 4 Jin Lela performing a warrior dance, whereupon the participant will proceed to the Kama Tolang Grove. There they will also perform rituals and dance, this time with both male and female dance together, symbolically inviting dayang-dayang Mangilay to come with them back to the Duncan tree, unlike Pak Umbo. Pangkanduli is a joyous celebration involving singing, dancing, and joking among all participants. It is the last festive among the Samadilao communities. Aside from Pangkanduli, for Makmabakwa, public dance called Mangigal Jin may also occur at various times of the year. During this celebration, the Igal Jin may be consulted for a public dance and for nightly trance dancing. In times of epidemic, the Igal Jin are also called upon to remove illness causing spirit from the Samadilao community. They do this by setting spirit boat adrift in the open sea beyond the village for anchorage.